What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Black Widow Garage. We'll be doing a will it start. Man, there's something all over my camera lens. Yeah, I'll go where that looks at. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, we'll be doing a will it start on this 1994 7.3 IDI turbo diesel. And right now, I can tell you right now, right here, right now, it will not start because it needs an injector pump. So what do? I do the right thing. I got an injector pump off no locked up motor I got. But it's a good looking one. I mean, it don't look old. Looks good. Turns good. So let's get it put on and see if this thing will start. This whole truck, miss it. Gotta get it running. Well, we gotta start by taking off the injector pump. First, we gotta take this plate off up here, get the spider webs out of the way, which is 2 1/2-inch bolts. And then there's 3 bolts that hold the pump to the timing gear, which is 5/16, 12 point, or 8mm. Either one will work. So they set y'all up, we'll get started doing that. Little backstory on this tick turd of a truck sitting behind me. It's been dead for about 2 years, I guess. She was running pretty good. Ran real good, drove it everywhere, everyday driver. I mean, it got a lot of blow by. So I'll blow by tube back there that I put on it. We put a cold air intake here on it. Got rid of the big intake box. And it was running real good, and all at once it just quit. About like your baby mamas did your relationship. Just gone, quit. And thought it's fuel pump, nope. Took the line, everything loose, it's pumping fuel real good. Getting fuel to the injector pump, but the injector pump was not putting nothing out to make it run. So, with that said, I got them bolts right there out of that. And I've lost my screwdriver. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Got to pry this loose. £1,400 of silicone, sealing that up. There is the 3 bolts right there. 8mm 12 point or 5/16 12 point. And the only thing I got with me today is a 5/16 wrench. So we're gonna try to use that, which is gonna be hard to do with this neck because most of them's got the neck on this, like a 6.9 does, but the 7.3 here has got filler neck and this timing cover housing. So we're gonna do what we can to get that off, and then we're gonna take all the linkage off. Take that bracket back there off, all that good stuff. Get all that loose, get all these lines broke loose. May have to pull the turbo. I'm hoping not. Hoping I can get the lines out around the turbo, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If we have to pull the turbo, we just have to pull the turbo. So, let's get to it. Okay, y'all. I got 2 bolts out of this timing gear up here. It's got 3 bolts in it. I'm not having any luck with a wrench, so my suggestion to y'all would be get a socket. 12 point socket, 8mm or 5/16. One of the 2. So before I get too frustrated, we'll go ahead and take the fuel lines loose. They're 5/8 all day, every day. Gotta get them loose. I done got the fuel line out that feeds the injector pump. Done took it off, got it out of the way. It will have to come off. And I done that. So We're making progress, slowly but surely. Starting to get a little nippy out here. Not bad, but little. Da-da-da. Well, I actually got fuel in them. And the injectors, look at there. But this wasn't pumping no fuel to the injectors to make them go pop, 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 pop. Spray fuel out. Come on. There we go. That one loose. Gotta get this one loose. Y'all get the idea. So I'm gonna finish up the fuel lines. Then we're gonna get all this other stuff loose. Start getting these bolts in here loose, which is a pain in the butt. Big pain in the butt. But we're gonna get it done. So, let me get this done, then we'll get back to it. Let y'all see what I'm talking about here. There's a bolt there. Y'all can see that nut there. There's one way down there on the bottom. Y'all can't see. And there's one on the other side. So all this stuff's got to come off. All this bracket's got to come off. All that good stuff. May even have to take that top hat off. I hope not. But if we do, we do. Which I'm sure we will. To get this slid back far enough to come up out of there. But I'm afraid we're going to have to take that turbo off. You can see how close the lines is to it. And they got to come up out of there and maneuver in a way that's snake-like, demonology style, hocus pocus magic to come up out of there. But let's hope we don't have to do that. Fingers crossed. So, yeah. Let me get us a wrench. Oh, I got one here on the back of the truck. Using it. Here it is. Gonna use a little shorty. Another one. 9/16. Everybody's wondering on them boats. Which y'all probably ain't wondering. Oh! Get up on this bumper and kill my knees. Oh, don't feel good at all. Oh, come on now. Why do you gotta fight me? Okay. I mean, usually once you get them loose, you can take your fingers and screw them the rest of the way out. Not wiring harness in the way. We'll probably just take a knife and cut that. Calm down, guys. I'm just joking. Get my fat fingers in here and see if I can't get this nut off. Hope the whole thing don't screw out like the last one. Okay, so far it's just a nut. Now we gotta try to get that bottom nut. I'm sure y'all can see that right there, that bottom nut. The last one, I took the injector pump off of the motor. I actually had to pull that bolt right there, down there, just to get room. You need a wrench that's bent, but I don't think my torch is gonna get my wrenches hot enough to, you know, do anything with them. Oh yeah, that didn't work. Turn over here. Well, lost wrench. Okay, y'all get the gist of that too. So let me get them off and then we'll see what else we got to do here. Well, y'all just cannot get it with even the lowest 40. The nuts just turned wrong. Neither wrench is bent. Like I said, I ain't had no way to heat one and bend one. So I fired up the old grinder with a cut-off wheel. Cut that one off and made that. Now we got a bent wrench. Welded her up. Not the prettiest weld in the world, but it ain't going nowhere. Guarantee you that. So, let's get them nuts off. Okay, y'all, we got a wrench made. It's not going to work on one nut, but I think it will on the other one. And we're going to make a socket to get that bolt out of the timing gear. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm going to eat me a good old bologna sandwich, take me a break, and watch American Idol bull crap. It's funny, the ones that can't sing, so yeah. Me get done eating, we'll get back to work. Alright, y'all. We didn't make us a socket, we just used an old socket that I had. 8mm wrench, weld it to the socket, cut the wrench off, as y'all can see. And it fits the bolts perfect. Now we can get that other bolt out. So let's do that real fast. Well, there it is. And that's the bolt we need out right there. So let's see if our little homemade socket works. Oh, looky there, it did fit it. Oh, it's tight. Gives a kitty wrench. Oh, yeah. Love it when a plan comes together. And just like that, it worked perfect. Let's put that in the toolbox in case we ever have to do one of these again. Hope we don't though. Get that bolt out. Get that bolt out. Main thing to do when you're doing these is don't let that timing gear move. You want it to stay in that same position when you pull that pump, and the pump's got to go back with that timing gear in the same position. Don't want to knock it off time. That's the main thing. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and clean this up and put some marks here just to make sure we get it exactly back the way it came off. And if y'all see 4 bolts, that's because I had a bolt in my pocket from when I took the pump off the other motor. There's only 3 that holds it. So, let's dive back into it. That sandwich is goody, by the way. Well, our little homemade socket and our little homemade wrench worked out pretty good. And just like that, 14.5 days later, or close to 6 months, the injector pump is off. We got some water down in there where this thing got rained on one day. I'm going to suck out with a wet vac. And I am going to pull that top hat and a turbo wall to get the new injector pump back on, because I actually had to bend the lines to get that one out. All that's in the way. So we're going to pull that turbo and everything and throw the new injector pump in. I got my timing mark still lined up, got it marked down there. I'm gonna go back in. Not sure if y'all can hear this or not, but show y'all something here. See if y'all can hear it. I don't know where the mic is on this stupid thing. You can hear the air in that one blowing. This one don't do nothing. Squat. Not a thing. She's definitely bad. But the thing is, That's a turbo truck. This one come off one that wasn't turbo. This is a B2 5070, and this is a 4540, I believe it is. Yeah, 4540. So before we put it on the truck, we're gonna take this here plate off and turn the fuel up just a little bit. Don't want fuel up too much, just a little, you know. But it's got to compensate for that turbo. More air, more fuel. But it's getting late, getting cold. I'm hungry again, and I got a full turbo and all that stuff. That's gonna be tomorrow. So tomorrow, hopefully we'll have this thing together and we'll see if it'll fire up. Had to take the batteries off Clipper to put on here, see what it does. So with that said, see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Hope everybody had a great Christmas also. Later, y'all.